Hello. I have been sitting here on the floor thinking about my mind and meditating and how just looking at other beings, animals, plants, all the things on the earth. And I feel like as humans, we're kind of like top on the list of capabilities to do stuff and things. We can focus our thoughts, our intentions, we can create life we want, we can build things, we can make choices, we have freedoms, we can look in the mirror and see ourselves for the beautiful, unique beings that we are. We have all these wonderful opportunities because we're like kind of like top of the chain of all the things on this earth. And as I'm thinking about that, I'm thinking, and here we are trying to practice mindfulness, trying to just still this enough so that we can hear maybe what our heart wants or is being called to do, or what an inspiration actually feels like, and not just living off the shoulds and have-tos in our days. So here we are looking for mindfulness and stillness. And so we know that we can, do meditations, and we can sit and we can be quiet, and we have to take that time out for ourselves and do that. And sometimes we don't have it and we make time for it, but then we're thinking about all the things that we could be doing, and sometimes it's not as beneficial to our physical bodies as maybe it could be. So here we are, we're like trying to find some stillness. So it's like, why don't we just have like a meditation in motion, right? So, which is typically something that I do. And I think that the more practiced we become at meditating in motion, the easier our lives get, because it is being mindful in every single action, thought, or word that we create in our own life. So as we're doing this meditation in motion, it's like, okay, well, how do we be like super mindful and aware of my breath and where I am now, and create some stillness with all the stuff going on around me? Well, we can know that our thoughts will be the dictators of how we are mindful in our life. So going in our life, when we sit there and in anything we do, the way our lens views the world, not just physically what do we see in this world, but how we perceive this world around us, the lens that we look through, that lens is filtered with our life experiences, right? We know this. And that being said, like, what does that mean? It means that the way we see things, the way we perceive the world around us, is going to be based on our emotional state of what we are looking at, or our emotional reaction to what we're looking at, our emotional attachment to what we're going through or growing through. So when we're in our life and we are intentionally focusing on our emotional state, coupled with the way we are perceiving the world around us, because they go totally hand in hand. Like, if I look at someone and I'm like, oh, that's someone that looks like someone who hurt my feelings 20 years ago, like, wow, I missed out on a really good life experience. They probably did too. And now I just brought 20 years ago experience into my now experience. And who deserves that? Because I sure don't. None of us do. Anyway, I digress. So as we look at, say, someone, and we just say, man, you know what? I've never met this person right this now. And I maybe have known this person for 20 years, but I've never met this person right now where they are right now. And where I am right now is totally different than where I was 20 years ago and where I was 2 days ago. I've grown. I've learned stuff. I've had new experiences. So my lens that I choose to look through when I look at someone or something, it's not going to be a space of, ugh, I hate that, it's awful, they're stupid, I'm not as good as them. or something like that that brings a negative feeling here in my heart. Because one, I physically just don't, I'm not as well. Like I'm gonna produce more cortisol, my blood pressure is gonna go up, my digestion's gonna be upset. Like it's just like physical body, not worth it. Emotional state, not worth it. So when we look at people or things or events or ourselves in the mirror, when we reflect back what our lens is perceiving, because that's what everything is. We look at a thing and it reflects back and we reflect what we see. Anyway, mirror neurons, that's a Google thing. Highly recommend looking up what mirror neurons are. And it'll make a lot more sense in this like neuroscience kind of way. Like, ooh, that's legit. If you focus your thoughts, your lens, your focus, your lens on the things around you in a way that has an intentional focus for what your mind is capable of perceiving it as, which is from what feels good to you, your life experience that you create is going to be so much better. It's a science. There's a spirituality component to it. There's just a, hey, try it before you buy it. Give it a shot, right? Like worst case scenario is that you feel better and life looks better around you. So, you know, there's that. Anyway, so I think that if we can look around us, use our lens, use our mirror neurons with intentional focus to be like, okay, if I look at all this stuff around me as a could, should, need to, have, this is better than me and I'm not good enough here, it's not going to serve you to be the fullest you that you are at all. And coming from someone that's not the you saying it, like it doesn't feel good. Like it doesn't feel good to watch someone running around trying to take care of everything, take care of everything, take care of everything, or not liking anything around them, or hating everything around them, or fighting everything around them, or judging everything around them. Ooh, gross. Like it takes your breath away. It's just so lame. Like it's not fun. It's not fun for the person who perceives through that lens. And it's not fun to be on the receiving end of that perception, or at least to even witness that perception. It's not healthy for humanity. And here we are, these beautiful, unique beings, looking different, sounding different, moving different, having different thoughts, having different cultures, who we are uniquely. We deserve, of all the things that we deserve in this world, we deserve to be well and to thrive, and that means to be happy. We deserve to feel good. We deserve to have the path that we want to create individually. And when we connect as a community, it tends to spread what we all want with more ease because we're actually connecting as like humans. And to connect as a community, you need to see the people around you as people, and you need to see the things that they do as okay and different. And maybe beneficial to someone, maybe not to you, but to someone. You know, maybe because they're not beneficial, or if something isn't beneficial to you right now, maybe it will be later. Maybe it really sucks right now, and maybe there's something to grow from, and to be like, well, you know what? If people have needs or they don't have needs, I know what I want in this world, so I'm just gonna go with that. And I'm not gonna look at the needs or the no needs and focus all my attention there, because then I'm not listening to anything in here at all. I can't hear it because I'm focusing on, well, is this right or is this wrong, and where do I fit into that? You know what feels right and you know what doesn't feel right. Whatever you feel in your heart is right, not what's not wrong. Vastly different. Feel what feels good in here. Have that be your lens. Have that be the way you focus on the world around you. You can start in small increments. You can do it just in general, like, you know what, this is a big earth and we get to be humans on it, which is an amazing lens to look through. We can look at this world and say, oh my gosh, we're the only beings on this earth who have the ability and capability to look in a mirror. We can look in a mirror and see our reflection. Trees can't do that. The trees out there will never know their beauty. The flowers that bloom will never see how beautiful they are in their perfect, unique way. So when we look in the mirror and those mirror neurons, again, please look that up. It's the way we mimic what we see and the way we feel it. So when we look at ourselves through the lens of judgment or not acceptance or disappointment or just sadness, displeasing thoughts of any sort, it changes you. It really does. It takes you down. It kind of just, it's not good. So use your lens. Use your lenses. We can look in the mirror and we can see ourselves and we can say, you know what? I am unique. I know I don't look like anyone else, and that's okay. And I don't sound like anyone else, and good, because it would be all weird if we all sounded the same. It would be weird if we all looked the same. It would be really weird if we all had the same practices and beliefs. It would be weird. It would be really weird if I looked outside and every house was the same and every car was the same and every tree was the same. Oh, snooze fest USA. Blech. Not cool. So use your lens, allow your mirror neurons to fire to the fullest capacity, allow your heart to actually be a voice in the deciding factors that you are choosing when you are creating your path. Your path is worth being made, it's worth being created, and it's surely worth you creating yourself. I am here to support my own path creation by every time I look in the mirror, I'm like, you know what? You look different today than you ever have. I've never woken up with this exact body. I've got cells that have come off. I mean, you know, like things are different every day on my body. I'm curious what it's going to be like tomorrow. I'm not feeling it with trepidation because that's not the lens I'm choosing to use as my focus, because I have that choice, because I'm a human. We're all humans. That's our superpower, people. We have the ability to focus our thoughts. And I know I'm getting like super jazzed because I'm very excited about speaking all of this in such a way that I feel like people are maybe going to hear. And if not, that's okay, because I'm going to look back at this and it's going to be like, ooh yeah, I feel better now. And now I'm going to have my momentum going, and I'm going to connect my community in that way that my heart is calling me, and that I'm choosing to see everyone around me. And they're more than likely going to see me in the same way, because we use our mirror neurons all the time. We can't not. We are humans. It is a part of our special species. And because we're on this top of the rung, if you will, we can now connect as a community and create this earth to be the way we want it to be. Not looking at what's wrong with it, not looking at all the bad things, not looking at random orange people that are running companies or governments that are doing it in a way that's just different. Instead, we can say, you know what, whatever, everything's doing their thing around us that we don't like, but you know, that's not what I'm going to focus on, because when I do, I can't focus on the things that I want. We deserve the things that we truly want, and what we want we can hear when we get still. We can hear our heart and what it feels to call us to do. And when we use our lens and we're meditating in motion, or just, you know, living with intentionality, because we can connect in a way, and we can have this earth, this country, these countries, the cities, these towns, these neighborhoods, this house, this family, this me, be the thing that we want, that we are. And we are all love, and we're all one, we're all connected, we're all human beings. And we all have within us the ability to shift our focus, the way we see each other and the world around us, in a way that is truly what we are capable of. This is what I do. I speak this, I share this, I see love in every single thing that I come in contact with, for the most part. Or I'm just like, you know what, I'm going to learn something from this and I will find the love later, but I'm going to find peace until. But for the most part, I see the things. My lens is focused on love. It's what I feel all the time. So this is what I do when I speak with people one-on-one. I see who they are, and I see the love nuggets that we all are. And my purpose in my life is to make sure that your path is clear. Just as every day I'm making sure that my path is clear in the way I choose to focus my life and what I speak and what I think and the way I behave. And my life's purpose is to share this in a way that we truly can each be who we are, and we can connect with communities, however big we want that to be. And that may just be connecting with yourself, connecting with your children, connecting with your spouse, connecting with your partner, connecting with your family, connecting with your work environment, connecting with your school, connecting with your city, connecting with your government, connecting with the country, whatever. We all deserve to connect. And I see how everything connects through the lens of intentional focus, of love. So that's what I had to share today from my heart. I want everyone to feel love, to feel loved, to know that we are all love, and that we can all just connect with intentional focus, using our brains and using what we speak and what our hearts tell us to do, and making sure that we're not listening to the things or focusing on the things that we find so displeasing, because it truly is a distraction. Those are distractions. That is not focus. We're focusable creatures. We're humans. We got this. We are humans. Like, we hit the jackpot on this, like, what physical form do you get to be in? And as much as I love trees and flowers and birds and bees and all the things, I hit the jackpot when I hit human. I am so fortunate. And I hope that everyone out there that gets to see this or hear this can feel, at least for a moment, whew, I am a human. And at least I got that. And I can look at myself and I can see myself in my own eyes with the lens of love, seeing the things that I've done in my past and the things I've yet to do, and know that they just were and they just are. And I got right now to start creating with intentional focus. So I'm Jane, and I had to share that. And if anyone wants guidance on this, this is what I do. So I'm going to put that out there. So I'm putting that out there right now to the universe and to whomever sees or hears this. And I appreciate all the time. And yeah, have a lovely day. I hope that's how you see it. Namaste and aho.